Hello, hello, and happy Thursday. It is 7 o'clock, and it is time to share some great projects with you guys. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Taryn. Um, my name is Barb Ryder. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Michigan. I'm so glad to have you with me this evening and taking the time to check things out to see what stamping's all about. And if you are here as a regular, let me know that you're here. Anyone. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Diana. I am just watching as the... Hi, Shar. Did you leave enough snow in Michigan? So, it's melted. It rained. Hi, June. And so, yeah, it's all kind of melted now. Hi, Tara. And I don't know if I mentioned hello to you. But yeah. So it was actually, I checked the temperature a little earlier today. It was 54. 54 in February, really? So anyway, hi Sue. Thank you for sharing, everyone. Did you also know that when you share, hi Margaret, that when you share the video, it's easier for you to find in your feed or back on your Facebook at a later date. Hi Sue, thanks for sharing and welcome everybody. I have a few things to share with you. I have some swaps from our team meeting. We had it a little bit early. Normally it's the second Tuesday of the month. We had it a little earlier this month because of Valentine's Day, and some people had anniversaries and were going out to dinner, all that fun. Thanks for sharing, Kay. Hello. So I have some swaps to share with you, and I do have some simpler cards, more casual stamper, but they're beautiful. And these are the types of cards that I do on my first Monday stamp night if you're local. And I had posted a picture of some of us this past Monday, and they all enjoyed their cards. So thank you for sharing, June. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn down the camera, and let's see what's going on, okay? Get to the right thing here. There we go. I'm up here in the corner, so if you're watching, you can still see me kind of talk and move around in that. I am going to bring the light down a little bit so it's a little bit lighter here for you. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of these swaps. This is pretty creative. This is from Sue, and she took the carrots and made a compass. These are from the Thanks a Bunch stamp set that's in the Celebration catalog. And then she took the, I don't know which folder that is, but it's in the mini catalogs. And this one is stinking cute. Look at these frogs and dragonfly, I guess, or lightning bug. I'm not sure which one it is. Anyway, this is a hostess set. Did you realize that? So yeah, that's a cute one from Jackie. Hi Jan, thank you for sharing. Hi Jan, I think I missed somebody that shared. Hang on one second here. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Now I can keep up with you guys. I have to do my, there we go. All right, so here is one, and this is using the, not Give It a Whirl, it's Around the Bend. It's in the mini catalog using the perfectly penciled paper. And this one is from Nancy. And then on the inside, she used a strip that has some embossing, and on the front there's some embossing too. I don't know if you can see that embossing on there. There you go, maybe a little bit. So that's Nancy's card. Our theme for the month, and so was something from the mini catalog or celebration. Now here you go. How pretty is that? And this is with Deepest Sympathy. This is from Taryn. She's on here. This is Taryn's card. I love the split dies like that. It's so pretty. This is Linda and one of our Lindas, we have a couple Lindas in our team. This one is, she's down in Florida, but yeah, look at how it features those papers with the country bouquet. And then here's one. I don't have this set, but I think it's really cool. This is using the On the Farm paper that's free with the dies, unless she cut, I think, yeah, she used the dies. You can fussy cut the paper, but yeah, she used the dies. And then on the inside, she just has the little piggies, and so cute, isn't it? Then we have two. One is from Donna, and she used the ginkgo set. Let's see if I can bring it up here. She did Wink a Stella on the pink. Can you see the sparkle? There's the sparkle. But yeah, she did two. She just used the dies and used that the split die again. Those are back in stock. They were out of stock for a while. Not orderable. And then last, this is from Yvonne, and this is using the ginkgo set and the textured chic paper with the die that comes with the set itself. There you go. So yeah, I just thought I'd share some of the swap cards with you guys. And if you're watching me on YouTube, make sure to give me a comment and tell me what you like. And I will also be, oh gosh, what was I going to say? I hate when that happens. You know, those kind of things happen when you get a certain age. So, well, welcome everybody. I want to make sure that I am seeing all the comments as we are going here. So I have to go back on my computer really quick. There we go. Okay, so what do I have? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp a couple cards, and we're going to be using the Celebration stamp set. If I can find it here. Nope, not that one. Gracious me. I don't have the page marked. I haven't used it yet, I don't think. This one right here, it's called In the Country, page 12, and we're going to use this stamp right here. We're going to make a couple really nice cards that will be easy. A nice, easy way to use this card. And I'm also hopefully going to give you a couple tips and tricks. Okay, let me grab what we need. We are going to use both of the stamps, but let's start out with the this one, and we're going to use the Thinking of You. Now I also, let me grab the stamps over here. I also use the Go-To Greetings, okay? And this is nice because you get 3 different sizes of the same word. Well, except for hello. Hello is the only one that's a small one. Just a note, and just a note. Three on all of these. So, we're going to use this stamp set. I just thought it was perfect for this In the Country stamp set. So, let's put that up here out of the way. All right. So, the first one we're going to do is going to be using the Evening Evergreen. Now listen guys, in colors will be going away. This is one of them that's going away unless there is a color refresh and it comes back in one of the, what do I want to say, one of the color groupings. But for now, we don't know that. Hopefully we'll get more information in March on that. But for now, if you like the Evening Evergreen, you need to get the pad and the re-inker and the paper and whatever else, the ribbon, all of that stuff. Okay, so I'm going to pull all these little pieces out of here. I've got my gems already here. This is one of the cards we did in our first, our Monday stamp night where I posted a picture. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, or just basically folded in half. And then I have a piece for the inside, which is the 4 1/4 by 5. And then I have taken a piece of, that's basic white, taken a piece of the basic white, let me see here, this can, and I've run it through the embossing folder. I can't seem to, I don't know if it's just my screen, but anyway, I can't seem to see, I can't, there it is, there we go. See the embossing? I can't seem to see the embossing when I was looking up at my screen. Hopefully you can see it better. I hope that I'm not missing any comments because I haven't seen anything in just a bit, so hopefully I'm not missing those. You never know what's happening with Facebook land. I'm gonna jump in here to make sure and put it on my phone so I'm not missing any. Okay, there we go. Okay, awesome. There, now I can check over really quick once in a while and take a look. Okay, so our basic white is run through the brick and mortar embossing folder, so I've done that first, and it's already done. So let's go ahead. This is going to go right on the front. Grab my Stampin' seal, and if you are a new stamper, you do need some type of double stick adhesive when you're creating the cards, as you see me do here on my lives or any video that you watch of me. I also, like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube and you like what you see, give me a thumbs up, because, and if you make a comment, what that does is it helps with the algorithm, that it causes it to share to other people, and then more people can see me on YouTube, just like you guys have helped me out here on Facebook. So much appreciated. Okay, so there is the first layer. I'm going to grab my scrap paper here, and we are going to take the other two pieces that I've pre-cut. One is the evening evergreen and one is the basic white. This is 3 1/4 by 4, and then my evening evergreen layer is 4 1/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, so we're going to be stamping here, and this is a monochromatic. This is called monochromatic, and we're only using the one color on this card, the evening evergreen. So thanks if you're just joining me. This is the go-to greetings, and it's the thinking of you. Okay, just making sure that I have it inked up well. You want to always check, make sure you've got good coverage, unless you're been stamping forever and you know kind of your touch, I guess. So I'm going to get my head down here, and I want this thinking of you right, let me see how much space is there, right down at the very bottom, right here. Hopefully I've got that. So it's pretty close to the bottom. All right, so there's that. And then when I have a large stamp like this, I like to take my ink pad and ink up my stamp like this. Okay, just ink it up this way. That way I know it's all getting covered, and just making sure that it's all inked up nicely. Now this is going to go right up here, and I'm going to bring it right, let's see, kind of in the middle, I think. I'm just going to come right up to the top. There we go. And just press that down so that I have good coverage on my cardstock. And there's what we have. Okay. But we're not done. We're going to step it up just a little bit. Now, I've shared this with you guys before, if you've watched me in the past, but I am going to take the blender pen, which is clear, and basically you just take this pen, and I'm just going to run this on, okay, so I'm going to bring this up close. See how it's coloring it in? So all of the stair here, I'm just going to lightly go over this, and it's going to just give it a two-tone in the coloring of what I've stamped. All right. Let's see here. Anything else I want to do? Not really. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Then you just kind of roll this and get the color off, and then you're ready to go to the next color. So let me bring that up and show you. See the difference? See how you get a little bit of more dimension when you use that on your ink, with your ink. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you how I take ribbon and I make this faux bow. It is, okay, what I do is I just take my ribbon. I don't cut it yet. And what I do is find something, and actually this will work. I just find something round. Now, the other thing that will work is a little bit bigger is my take your pick tool. So this is a little bit wider. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to, let me move this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take this and I'm going to just tie a knot right here in this ribbon around the take your pick tool. Okay? How many of you have seen this trick before? I'd be curious to know. So I'm going to tie this in a knot around my take your pick tool. Okay? Just like that. Okay? So there's what I have. Now, because I'm going to pull it off, slide it down because I need this off here. We're going to use this on our card. And so you just pull this off like that. And what I'm going to do is, actually, let's mount this first. Let's mount this where it needs to be because the ribbon's going to go around both of these. It is a good trick when you're low on ribbon, Nancy. That is a good tip, yeah. All right, see how that just mounts right there? Gives you a nice, nice little edging. And then what you're going to do is this right here. I actually have a lot of extra on this side. I want my, let's see, do I want the knot over here? Maybe we'll put it on this side. All right, so what I'm going to do is take this. I need a little extra to go behind, so I'm going to get my scissors here. And yes, you do this. Great. Good, good. So if you're new to stamping, this might be a trick that you've not done before, so give it a try. Now you could use tape. I usually grab my tape and do that, but this is super quick also. And then this is going to come up here right at the bottom, so I have a little bit of space in between. All right, there we go. Let's do that. Now see what I've got? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the scissors and I'm going to cut this loop at an angle. And look what happens. It opens right up and there is my little faux bow, I guess you would say, right? Just like that. Okay, so now this is just going to go on top of our embossed white of the front of the card. Just like that. Okie dokie. Super. Now, if you want these to stay down or you want it, you know, to lay a little flatter, you could always use mini glue dots and make it work that way. Awesome, Diana. Glad to see. Oh, you haven't seen this before, Sue? Fabulous. So my job has been accomplished tonight, girls, by you saying this is a new little tip for you. I love it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, let me see if I have the whole package here. Yeah, I do right here. I am using the solid faceted gems. They're in a bag here because I lost my other bag for them. But anyway, there are, bring this up close, there we go. There's the Evening Evergreen, Pool Party, Strawberry or Sweet Sorbet. This color, other color in here is like Petal Pink, the Starry Sky, and then Balmy Blue. So this is a great, great assortment package. And then I have these three little ones here. Hi, Deborah. Thanks for sharing. Hi, Elaine. I'm going to take these three and I'm going to put these gems on the front of my card. And I'm going to go ahead and grab one of the big one here. I've got a tiny little piece because I cut them out for the class. Ah, there we go. So let's go with one right there. And the little one here, if I can grab a hold of it. Let's do that. It's easier to do this. There we go. And then that's going to go here. And then I have another large one. I'm going to grab that up, and I think we'll just go right here with it. And then I will bring this up, and it just gives you enough little sparkle. It's not, it actually, you could actually use this one as, oh, what do I want to say, as a masculine card. Just it's, you know, you could use it as a masculine card too. I don't know what's happening. Sorry guys, my arm there. Okay, there we go. So there we are. Let me bring that up and see how they just give you just that little bit. So there is card number 1. Actually, after I do this, I'm actually going to, I thought I would try this. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to stamp this on the inside, the top of this, like the doorway. I'm going to take this doorway, and let's see. I'm just going to do it right there. And just to give a little bit of something on the inside. I don't know. There we go. And then that other trick, let's do that. And let's go ahead and bring some color right there. And then this one, I think I'll do the greenery. Just tap that. And then that brings out the greenery in the image. Okay? All right, card number 1 is done. And this one, oops, I got that piece on there. The second one is similar, but it looks very, very different with the different color. Okay? All right, so there's card number 1. All right, and we're going to stick with the go-to greetings. This, like I said, this is an awesome set to have that has all these different sayings in different sizes. Good, thank you. Glad you guys like it. A new tip for you, Bobby? Awesome. Okay, there is that. Give me one little second break here. Let's clean these things. And that's good. Because those dark colors, they easily get all over me if I don't clean things up right away. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is the Starry Sky. Really the same kind of technique, but it's a little bit different. Okay, so there's my gems. I have the brick and mortar going the opposite way because this is going to be a horizontal card. So I have my bricks going the side to side instead of up and down. Okay, so let's put this on the front of our card. And this one is going to go horizontal, just like that. And then we have this piece for the inside, and we'll do that in just a moment. Let's stamp this one. Now, this one is cut just a little bit different in size. So my layer is 4 by 3.5. So this means this is 3 3/4 by 3 1/4. And we're going to grab the kind of meadow scenery, and we're going to be using Starry Sky. Glad you guys like that. I just didn't know what to do much with this set, and I've just found so many more things that you can do, especially using the monochromatic. This is easy. And then using your blender pen to highlight areas instead of using coloring. If you're not a big coloring person, using that blender pen is awesome. All right, let's go ahead, and this is going to go sideways, the long way. So let's bring this up, and let's bring that up as far as I can. Kind of in the middle. Stamp that down, and it's a bigger stamp, so that's why I take a second more to push it down. All right, oh, so pretty. This blue is gorgeous. Now I'm going to take this nice big thinking of you, and we're going to stamp that on the bottom part of there. Like I said, really it's similar to what we just did, but it's going to look very different with this sentiment and color. Thinking of you, and again, that's right towards the bottom. Okay, so I need a space for my ribbon. So there is that. And before I put the ink away, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to do the same kind of thing. Ink this up a little bit. And let's just do some trees at the very bottom here. Just to give you something on the inside, right? Okay. There is that. Let's clean this off. Hey, welcome everybody. If you're just jumping on here, thank you so much for joining me. Taking time out of your evening, or if you're watching the replay. I just am so thrilled that you decided to come join and check things out. Okay, so here's our inside. So let's just go ahead and put this on the inside of the card. So it's out of my pile here. Okay. Now, this, we can do the same thing. We can come in here with our blender pen, and we could, let's just do the kind of the pine trees. I'm just going to go over the pine trees to make them a little darker. Not all of the trees, just the pine trees. Okay, and that way it causes them to stand out more than the other trees. Let's also do this same technique here with the fence post. And again, because of the liquid that's in the blender pen, it kind of blends the color of the that you've stamped. Bring this up closer. See there how it makes a difference? It just adds, you know, it just really adds. And down here is a little bit. I think I'll do that. Okay. All right. So there we go. And let's take this and close it up. Starry Sky is one of an in color, but it's not going away until 2024. Okay, so that one's going to stay in color for a little bit longer. All right, so there we go. Let's get this right here. And then I will show you a trick with the ribbon on this one. Okay, and that does take my, I'm going to use tape for this, so I'm just going to pop off a couple pieces. And then, oh no, I'm sorry, I cut enough, I didn't have to do that, Barb. Ha! Okay. So this is a trick. A lot of people say, well, how do you get this to go around and come out where you want it to be? So what I do is I think about how much do I need to tie my knot. So I'm going to tie my knot probably over here on this side. So I need about that much. Alrighty, so I'm going to hold that right there, and then I'm just going to bring this ribbon around twice, and then when I come back here, I have enough left that's going to allow me to do my knot over towards this side. Okay, so there we go. Hold my finger there and see if I can do this. Ha! I keep dropping it. There we go. Alrighty. Ta-da! So there is my knot. And scissors. I need my scissors again somewhere around here. I thought I just had them. I threw them in the basket over here. My strings are a little bit too long, and then I also want this to come down a little more. So I'm going to bring this down here, and I'm going to kind of take these pieces apart because I do want them to be separated if I can get a hold of it. There are two pieces here. They're just on top of each other. There we go. So I just want to separate that a little bit, just like that. And then I'm going to cut this down a little bit smaller. And this ribbon, I don't know if you guys have realized the type of ribbon that it is. It's like mesh, and it will open up on the ends. You could actually fray it a little bit, just like that. You could leave it, not fray it, whatever works for you. But yeah, see there? Just to give it a little bit different interest. So there is my Starry Sky. And let's put this onto the front, just like that. So, card number 2 Not too hard, hopefully. It's not a hard card at all, but it looks fabulous. And then lastly, we are going to go ahead and we are going to put on our gems here. So let me grab my tool. And let's see. Let's go ahead and take, I got a large one here. Grab that off of there. And let's put one right here. And then over on this side, I've got one right here, and then the smaller one. Grab it up with my sticky, and I think we'll just go right there. Okay, so there you go. Just like that. So let's take a look at the two side by side. You could even step this up more. You could take something and do some speckling on here. But there they are, side by side. Very different, but yet very much the same. Thank you. Thanks, guys. I'm glad that you like them. All right. So our next card is a masculine card, and it is using some of the product from the main catalog, our annual catalog. There's so many things in the mini catalog with the dies and the punches. Hi, Lynn. Thanks for joining. That are unorderable right now. So I wanted to stick with something that I knew you could get if you liked it, or maybe you already have it, and this will be something new that will allow you to create, you know. Thanks so much, guys. I sure appreciate that. I'm glad that you like them. Okay. I might need this again, so let's grab that here, and just need to get to the next. So what we're gonna look at this next time here is, oh, you know, I pinned my page. The the go-to greetings is on page 26 in the annual catalog, the one that I just used. The other one I showed you beforehand in the main catalog. But we're going to use some of the product from He's the Man Suite, pages 78 and 79. And so we're going to do something with this stamp set. We need some masculine cards. I haven't done masculine cards in a bit. So that's what we're doing. So let's grab what I need here. Alrighty, here's what we got. We're going to be using that Happy Birthday to a Classic. And then I have some parts and pieces already cut out here, like always. Early Espresso is the ink pad that we're using. 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4, or just folded in half. I'm just looking over at my comments here. And again, here, this is the He's All That. So there's a lot of things in here for Father's Day. It's a great stamp set. It comes with some really cool paper that has like 2 pages of stickers and different, like sayings and all kinds of things, along with the designer paper itself in a package. And then it is a bundle, so you can get 10% off when you get the dies and the stamp set together. This is called All That Dies, and you have these different dies. These are fabulous, really, really good label dies. So you've got this circle one that we're using, an oval. You have this cool outline here, and then a rectangle that's kind of got a beveled edge on it. So really nice, okay? And then all of the stamps that are here. So we're only using the one for this one. So base, regular base. I have a piece of vanilla for the inside. So this is the vanilla, a 5 1/4 by 4. I have a strip of the espresso that we're just going to add on the bottom in the inside of our card, which is going to be 5 1/4. And I believe that this is just a 1/2 inch. Yep, 1/2 inch. So that's going to be on the inside. And then this front layer is, I believe, 3 3/4 by 5. Yep, 3 3/4 by 5, and that's early espresso. And then here are 5 pieces. I think there's 5 pieces in here. There should be 5 pieces in here. There's two of the same. These are papers that are in the suite. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you can see like there's lines, gingham on that, checks on that side. This is kind of fun. It's got campers and trees. This one has very, very light check in that paper, and then you've got ties and glasses and stuff like that on that side. I'm using the neutral sides on this one, guys. Early espresso with the Sahara sand, and then you've got the diamonds. I know there's a word for that. What is this called, you guys? Thanks, Jean. Hi. I can't think of the name of this design. Anyway, and then this one is like Cajun Craze is one of the other colors that's in the package of paper, and this one has cars all over it. But my pieces are not very big. I've cut a couple of them at a different width. So this is 1 inch. Maybe they're all 1 inch. Yeah, they're all 1 inch. And they're all the same 3 inches. So 1 inch by 3 inches. That's what we've got here. This is that die with the starburst kind of circle die. So Argyle. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Jean. Argyle. You got it. I knew, I just couldn't think of it. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I like to figure out my layout beforehand. So I know I've got 2 of those. So I want one on one end. And this is going to go back on this. Okay. So here's what I've got. So let's kind of do that. Okay. So I think we're going to kind of put these on the ends. And we're just going to lay down this paper kind of at different angles so I can get an idea of how I really want it to be. They're kind of crisscross. I really didn't mean it to be crisscross. Let's go like that. This will come up higher there and there. Okay. All right. That's kind of what I want. It doesn't look too crisscrossy until once we get this on here, it's going to be okay. We're going to stamp let's stamp first. All right. This is just going to fit into this circle. Okay. So let's ink this up, early espresso, and this does have the solid, car, so you want to make sure you've got it nice inked up well. And I'm trying to see. So here's what I'm going to do. Before I go to my die cut piece, I am going to ink this up and just see that it's okay, perfect. All right. I couldn't quite tell if it had all the nice ink on there like I wanted. Alrighty, so yep, this is the front, and I'm going to bring my head up here closer because I want this to fit right in here. Think I did okay. Let's see. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Ta-da! Alright, there you are. Close this up out of the way. So our stamping is done. Let's go ahead and put the piece together here. Adhesive. So let's start over here and just going to put a piece of adhesive, and I kind of want this to be at an angle. So this is a great way to use your scraps too, you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one down. Come on, there we go. I want this one underneath this one because it's dark, and so I wanted it to kind of sit on the top of these two. There we go. Just like that. Hey, if you just joined, thank you so much. Welcome. Let's go ahead and let's put this one on top also. Let's put the dark ones on top. So let's do this. So that one's kind of this way. Yep. All right, let's do this. And lastly, so these are all going to be flat just because we're going to pop up the sentiment. Let me see if how I want that. Let's just go this way a little a little crooked. All right, there we are. Let's get some dimensionals. Now, most of the time we don't put ribbon on the guy cards and stuff, so I did not put any ribbons on this, nor did I do any gems. You could certainly do that if you want to, but guys don't really, I guess the guys that I know, they really don't care about the gems. They're like, why is this got sparkles on it? All right, so where do we want to put this? Over to the left or the right? Let's just kind of go right here so that we're on both of those dark pieces, just like that. This is going to go on top of our Sahara Sand is the color that I have for the outside. And again, these cards are more on the simple side, using up some of those scraps. All right, super easy card, nothing very difficult whatsoever. Okay, this little guy is going to go onto our vanilla. And then this is just going to, should I leave a strip? I think I'll leave a strip. There we go. I'll leave a little bit of vanilla at the bottom. And here we go. That's it. Now, in hindsight, I was thinking that a piece of vanilla would have looked really good right behind here, you know. All right, so there you are. Pretty easy, fast, using up your scraps guy card without having to have, you know, embossing folders and all kinds of extra things. Even if you had a round punch or any kind of punch, if you didn't have the bundle, any sentiment, this is a great layout. I love this layout. All right, there's card 3. Now, I do have one more for you, and this is using some of the Dandy Design paper, and it is one of the free papers that you can get with a $100 order. It's one of the celebration papers. Okay, so let's grab up, what do I need here? Let's put this here. I got all of these. We're going to use another stamp set out of the main catalog, and it's the Amazing Year. This is a birthday set, and it's really great sentiments. We always need birthday cards, so we're going to use this one. Alrighty. And we're going to do a little bit of coloring, not a lot. We're going to be using the Petal Pink and the Fresh Freesia. Happy birthday, and the flower that says enjoy your day. However, we're not even going to use the bottom part. Okay? All right, so what do I have? I have some parts and pieces, and I'm going to show you how you can take this layout. Hi, Deb, welcome. You can take this layout and just use all kinds of stamps with it. You know, all kinds of images, I guess, is what I want to say. So what I have, again, this is our basic card. So you can get 2 cards out of an 8.5 by 11, and I've just simply cut that in half. And then so it's 8.5 by 5.5, and then fold it in half. And that's my card front. I have 2 pieces here. We're going to stamp on this piece, and I have the happy birthday, so let's just do that. And this piece, I have 2 of these, and these are 1/2 inch, yep, 1/2 inch, and I don't know, 4 inches. So, but we're going to cut it down, so it doesn't matter. So, happy birthday, making sure it's inked up nicely. I'm going to leave a little bit on the edges here. Got to get down so I see what I'm doing. There we go. Yep, it's there. Happy birthday. No stamping on this one. So those are just 2 pieces the same. So here is a circle, and you can use whatever size you want. I believe this is 2 inches, 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. I'm going to bring my paper here because I'm going to go off of the circle. So off of the paper. Again, when I have larger stamps, I really do like to just go right on top of my stamp and ink it up. That way I can see that I've got it inked up well. Alrighty. Now, I mainly just want the flowers on here, so I am going to, well, let's see, I don't know, yeah. Alright, we're going to do this, and there we go. So I really was hoping that I didn't have my little envelope on there much, but that's okay. We're going to figure out what to do there. Now I am going to go ahead, I'm going to ink up this whole thing, and the reason I didn't want that on there is that it's going to be on the inside, showing the whole image on the inside of this card. So let's go in here, and I'm going to stamp my bouquet on the inside of my card. Okay, there we go. I love it. Let's do some coloring, and again, we're just using these two. Now, I'm kind of going to go outside the grid and do some purple leaves, and we'll do the petal pink flowers, okay? So, we don't have to stick with our basic colors all the time. So let's just, let's have some fresh freesia leaves. But that's because it goes so well, it's going to match beautifully with the paper, okay? I am not, you can see I'm just doing swipes here, so I'm not, some of them I'm not coloring in all the way. That's because I'm going to come back with the lighter color and do that, okay? So I'm going to kind of do my lines here, just like that. This is the lighter fresh freesia, and so now I'm just going to bring that light color and fill in where I have some white. Give it a little bit of two-tone in your leaves, and then that's how you can use these blends, using the lighter and the darker. Just giving you the shading, different shading coloring in your leaves. Okay, there, and I got one over here, and here, and here. Sometimes when you're doing these, they end up, what do I want to say? You go back and go, oh, I missed that one. So let's do that. Okay, got that. Now on the flowers, I'm going to take my dark, this is the dark petal pink, and I'm just going to go around here, and just like that, because it's got these little dots here, so see that? Alright. Now I'm going to go to the light, and I'm going to use the brush tip end because I've got bigger petals here, and I am barely touching my paper, okay? So that way I'm not putting lots of pressure. See, I missed a leaf right there. I knew it. I knew I would miss one and have to come back. You think you got them all, then you do the rest of the coloring and you realize, oh, I missed this or I missed that. Okay, so there is the light. I do think that I want to bring in a little bit, maybe some dark around some of the sides here. There we go. Just like that. Kind of just give it a little something something more of that dark. Just kind of to give the highlights. Get you some two tones in there. All right, let's go back and take care of this leaf right here. Okay. That is our leaf. I don't know if the colors show up as pretty in person, but there, you can see the peach and the purple. So there's that, and the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to put our card together, these pieces. So what we're doing is this piece is going to get adhesive, and it's going to stay this length. And I should not have done all that, but let's do this. Move this over here. Let's move on to here. So this piece is actually going to go on the front of my card like that. So let's take this piece, And this is going to go right underneath this polka dotty paper with all these pretty colors that coordinate with what I just did. I love this paper. I will be so sad that it's retiring with the mini catalog. Now this piece I'm laying down is 4 1/4 by, and I don't think I have it straight, Barbara. This is 4 1/4, and I'll do the measurement in just a second here. After I try this one more time to get it straight. Let's do that and see if that looks straight. That looks straighter on my purple, on my freesia, fresh freesia. And I always just let the colors in the designer paper do the work, because that tells me what I need. You got 2 packs, Nancy? I know. It's 48 12 by 12 sheets. You get like 4 of each design. All right, so that's what I've got. And like I said, this is 4 1/4 by 3 inches. Okay? Boy, I am just not. Slide that over a little bit. And then I'm going to take this piece with the fresh freesia. I guess you could do either way. This one has like the lines, and this one has the check gingham. I don't know. Let me see which one I like better. I actually think I like this one better than this one. You could do either way, but we're going to have the more solid on here. That's just simply going to go right here. And all I'm doing is just layering these colors together. This is going to get popped up, and so let's grab a couple dimensionals. You're welcome. Looks like I have a few more joining since I looked last time, so I sure appreciate that you're here. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you enjoy the projects that I have, and if you just came in late too, go back and watch the replay once it's all done. Okay, so this is going to come right here, like that. This one, we are going to trim it down so that, let's do this, and let's do this. We got to give it the Barb. There we go. And then I'm going to take a few of the mini dimensionals to just pop this down. Stay, won't you? Okay, and this is actually just going to come right down here, just like that. See, I think I'm going to switch this up because I did not want this to stamp. But, so here's what we're going to do. Let's see. I'm going to have to take the middle one off, and we're going to put this one on each end. If I can get this one off my finger. Okay. All right. So, darn, I got to take this off too. So here's what I'm going to do. I thought that I was going to put it underneath. I'm going to put it to cover this up. I changed my mind because I can. All right, just like that. Alrighty. So there we are. Fun layout. Now, you could leave it at that, but we are going to grab our sparkle of Wink of Stella, and let's go ahead and sparkle up our flowers with some Wink of Stella, and move that around here, just like that. And you can even, since we did not do any coloring on the inside, let's go ahead and sparkle up these flowers in just the color that they are right here on the inside. So pretty. And then here it says enjoy your day. That's where I've got my enjoy your day. That was in my head. All right. And then last but not least, we need to put some bling on here, right? Let's see. What can we put on here? Oh, these are great. Here we go. The opaque adhesive back gems. These have fresh freesia, so let's just take the fresh freesia and go with it, you know. Pull that out and grab my take your pick tool somewhere. Now I've got some cards to show you to do some comparisons with this layout to show you how it looks very different depending on what you decide to use, you know, what stamp sets you decide to use. Let's grab this little one here. Let's just put that one there. All right, so we've got a couple gems, the fresh freesia on there. All right, let me show you what I did otherwise, and I will tell you Nancy was the creator. I thought I had another one here, but I can't seem to find it. Nancy is the one that really gave me the idea with the layout. So here's the one we just did. Now here is one with the pool party colors, balmy blue and pool party colors, and this is from the best day with the cats. So you can see the difference. And this one doesn't have any bling because I thought this is a great one for a guy's card, so I didn't put any bling on this one. But it's the exact same layout, just doing different, just a couple little different things, you know? So, there are the 4 cards for tonight. I thought that, and let me bring them back so you can see what we did here. Thanks, guys. Nothing big and fancy tonight. I just kept it a little more casual. So there we are on that one. I don't know if I can bring this down a little closer. Oop, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so there's that 1 and 2. And then here are 2 of the, kind of using the same kind of design, but there you have the cards for tonight. Thank you, guys. I'm looking at your comments. But yeah, super casual, kind of easy night. I didn't do anything super fancy. I don't know if you realize, but I do have a new host code right up there for this month. And this will not be what you get for free. I have gifts that go out with my orders. I don't have a card kit right now. I'm working on, thank you guys, thank you. Hi Pauline, thank you. I'm working on, hi Maria, I didn't see your name earlier, so I appreciate you guys commenting. I am working on classes right now, and I hope that you will take advantage of the different classes that I have. I'm going to go ahead and turn the screen back to laptop, and hopefully you will stamp something fun. You'll enjoy it. Montana, just home from school. Well, go back and watch the replay, Mary Ellen. Thank you for popping in. I just finished, and the cards, I'll have pictures on the website, on the page, so you guys can take a look at them. Yeah, and you can always find this replay on YouTube also. I will upload this on YouTube. My channel is simply Barb Writer, so go there and check things out. There are videos from a few years, so you can go back and check things out there. I'm just looking to see who else jumped on here. Well, that is it for tonight. I am happy that you joined me. I hope that you'll come back again. And if there's ever any questions, if you have any questions on anything, you need any information, please reach out. I'm happy to help you any way that I can. And I'll look forward to seeing you next time, okay? All right, bye-bye.